All right. Not having internet is claimed to be a little difficult. I got to get back in the habit of walking to places and then having my information ready. I've been blessed, I should say, for being able to get people's internets and paying for it. So, but the person I was using is not paying their bill anymore, so I'm out. So I'm going to have to get out of the house, which is a sign. So I got to get back to walking and stuff, even though it's getting colder, but it's good because it's at that weather where it drops temperatures at certain times and it's real nice. So I just got to keep moving. And that's a little update. I have a job. I work Monday through Friday, 6 to 11 at BK in Farmington. The other thing, let's go ahead and jump into the information. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up just so you have it. So this has been my journal for the past few days. Yeah, the top part is kind of chaotic. I was going through those videos that are unorganized. I was trying to figure out the system in which this is supposed to be illustrated as. So I've given a few items, pie in a 11 by 11 grid with one label vertical and one label horizontal, which makes it a 10 by 10 or 100. So and that number comes into play with this next system. The other system I have is a clock system where the base, the foundation, starts at, and I can show that without internet. So you go to binary, decimal is 101. Oh, I can't do it with this system. There's another app that is on my other phone that's much better because you can go through the different bases. So, but anyways, you do binary 101, I believe, which is 5. And then you show base 3 is 12, base 4 is 11, base 5 is 10. Now what you're going to find is any binary number, like if you do 100, that's 4 in binary. Once you make it to that base number, that's always going to be 10. So, but if you go to 6, I believe, 110 in binary, and then go to base 3, it's actually 20, and then it jumps down. Now it starts getting chaotic after that. They introduce 13 and 14 as you start progressing up. So, and I think 13 is key because because 13 times 13 is 69, or 169. So anyways, I'll go back to my list. All right, this bottom part, see, I've already messed up, and I can go ahead and see. I was trying to remember this system. So it's capital O is 15, and then lowercase o. So what I did was pull out the characters that are the exact same from capital to lowercase. And then I did the first alphabet, which is 26, and then I added the numbers in between, which is 0 through 9. So that would be 36 then, and then the alphabet then starts at 37. So with 15, you go 15 on to 36, which is 1. And then right before that, so that'd be 20, 21 on to 36. So it's U money, or US. But, and then I transferred to ASCII. I'll try to type it up real quick. So is that right? 21 on the, it's 51, so that's 3. So that loops it back. So what I'm trying to illustrate is there's these tiny loops in life. And 51, well anyways, I'll just give you the key real quick. So it's, whoops, it's lowercase because they're smaller. If you stack, if you do 2 lines, the capital would go to the top. This is basic kindergarten stuff. And then the bottom one would stay with all your lowercase. All right, Z, and then space. Well, I'll just keep it 0 through 9, and then I'll illustrate the as key, because this is literally as, and then capital A. I'll do it this way so you know what I'm talking about, and then Z. All right, so this would be 1, and this is ASCII. I'm going to go ahead and do that in the beginning. Anyways, that's null. N U L. All right, 1, 2, 26. All right, sorry, this isn't going to be, because I do the dashes. The dashes are a little smaller. So I don't know what 26 is. I know 27 is escape. So escape from nothingness. So E. Whoops. It's automatically doing that. That's built into the programming. S. C. So the key's really much in there. All right, ESC, and then 36 is money sign, 37 is percentage, ampersand, and then what is after that? I don't know what's after that. But anyways, so I see where we're supposed to go. I'm going to do an underscore for this, because I don't do an underscore, and I'm going to do an underscore. So that's 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. All right, I did something wrong. I'm going to throw F in there. See, I was counting to an extra 1 up in there. So, anyways, 42 would be star, which is 5 points, which is E, which is pi. And then we've got 62, and we'll do it this way. U, V, whoops, W, X, Y, Z. Z, and then you've got, whoops, hopefully start at the end. So this would be, it is there. Before that, it's 3 dots. I'm going to put a space in between them so you can see them. Before that, so that's 58. 57 is 9. And then, so that's Z, Y, X, W, V, U, UI, user interface, and that's your entirety right there. Let's see if I space them all, if that helps. With it being characters, the ASCII are like 0.75, or it is probably a calculation in there. I haven't figured out the character sets. All right, that'll work. So as you can see, V and W make more sense. They're backwards, but it makes more sense at that point. So the V goes from 1 idea, which is point, which is 46, all the way up to two verticals. And then it repeats that in W, and then introduces a comma for the semicolon. So it's pretty simple. So basically, you would line out the lowercase a through z. You'd place numbers under it, and then below that, you would place the ASCII callouts, because the first 27 are primarily instruction sets. So that gets you to 0. And then after that, they start doing characters, introduction after that, which makes sense at that point. So, and then the last one is 62. So, all right. Last thing I want to discuss is
Cut my life into pieces.
that song right there. Cut my life into pieces. Something. You don't care if something bleed. If I cut my life into pieces while I bleed or something, I don't know what the lyrics are. But then in a chorus or a verse after that, within like 8 different words, they repeat bleed twice. So that first one, it sounds like read to me, in my opinion, because I view things through positive light. When you say cut my life into pieces, he's talking about a letter and then blowing things up. So this came out during the Unabomber time. So correlation between life and art, that's definitely up to you. Being able to write information before it happens is where people are having issues. Like they're like, this correlated to this event, and you're trying to explain that to medical industry, you're trying to explain that to family, and there's this little hole you're going down. All you're doing is doing a recursive cycle. The fact is, though, is that some of these narratives, these recursive cycles, when you write them and you list them, you know, X, Y, Z, these are the important words, and then you list the event next to it, you cannot differentiate both. So the whole point is for this entire process is for an AI or computer or human to understand which post was the original post, because you're trying to find the creator. So, and then you would just check the dates and the numbers, and then from that, if you're not doing that, then you correlate the numbers of each words to see how valuable or how important you communicate to others, to move people. So you can do it in different ways. You can do it in the highest number, or if you need to hit a certain number, you can mess up the words a little bit to get a certain total at the end, so that way you can give that piece of information to the next person. So, and I know a lot of this doesn't make sense, but as you work with it, as you work through it, pen and paper, it starts clicking, and then you're like, oh my goodness, is it this simple? And then, are they really talking about this? Yes and no. So, all right, God bless.